What's going on, my good people, and welcome to my weekly meal prep. Today we'll be going through foods which I consume on a weekly basis, which not only enables me to build muscle, but it also actually prevents me from putting on excessive body fat. We'll be literally going through breakfast, lunch and dinner. These meals are not only filling, nutritious and healthy, but they're pretty much simple to make. So without further ado, let's dive in. Exchange for gains. If you're someone like me and works literally 9 to 5 and has to go into the office, when it comes to breakfast, there's literally no time to muck about. I need something which I can grab, it's filling, it's healthy and it's nutritious, but it's very simple to make, or even so, it's already made for me in the morning. So without further ado, for breakfast, we are literally going to make some overnight oats. The oats are going to contain literally 1 scoop of oats, which is 40 grams, some raspberries, some blackberries, a little bit of banana, some full fat milk, and a scoop of chocolate and peanut butter whey. For this particular meal prep, I start by using a measuring cup as opposed to my usual food scales. I start by placing 60 ml of oats into each of the plastic jars. I then continue by adding a scoop of chocolate and peanut butter protein whey. Each scoop of whey contains 32 grams of protein. I also add my fruits, which are the bananas, raspberries and blackberries. As you can see, I'm slicing the bananas as I'm only using 1 banana for the entire week. I'll wash my fruits and add them to the mix. For more meal planning, full days of eating, nutrition, fitness and general health tips, please remember to subscribe to this channel. Then for the final touch, I'll be adding some milk. On this occasion, I'll be using full fat milk as opposed to skimmed or semi-skimmed. Breakfast weekly meal prep is now complete. Easy, simple and effective. I can even eat it on the go. I can enjoy it heated up or cold. Always ensure when you're doing your overnight oats, just give them a quick shake prior to putting them in the actual fridge. Just ensure that the mix is well mixed in terms of your oats, your protein whey and the milk. What you don't want to do, you don't want it all cluttered in one little corner. Therefore, half of the porridge is not mixed properly. Make sure you mix it prior to putting it in the fridge. So when it comes to my meal prepping throughout the week, I like to ensure that my meals are literally well balanced. What I mean by that is ensuring that whether it's breakfast, lunch or dinner, each meal will have a healthy form of protein, some form of carb and a healthy fat. So in terms of this meal prep throughout this week, I'm going to be splitting my protein into 2 sources. We're going to have some diced chicken breast and we're going to have some king size samurai prawns. Now in terms of the healthy fats and the carbs, we're going to mix that around a bit. So without further ado, let's dive into the second meal planning, which is lunch. For lunch, I start by placing 800 grams of diced chicken breast into a bowl. After giving the chicken breast a good wash, I season it with all-purpose seasoning and some rosemary. What I will say is, if you're someone that likes to season your meat or season your chicken, try to ensure that you're not using too much salt within your meats, especially if you're looking to lose any form of weight or body fat. The last thing you want to do is overdo it in terms of the amount of seasoning you're putting in. What you're trying to do, the aim here is to try to get a nutritious and healthy diet, and that doesn't involve putting too much seasoning. So now that the chicken is well seasoned, I'm literally just going to pop that in a pan and let it brown nicely. Whilst this is cooking, I'm actually going to put in some veg as well. for my veggies, I tend to go for the frozen option. So for this occasion, I'm actually going for some broccoli florets. For my first carb source, I'm going for some brown rice. Now if you're not great at cooking rice like me, I suggest you invest in a rice cooker. It's an absolute lifesaver. For my second carb source, I'll be using these frozen sweet potato chunks from Tesco's. It's simply a case of placing a medium amount of proportion onto a tray and popping them in the oven for approximately 25 minutes. As you can see, the chicken is simmering nicely. Now what I'll be doing, I'll be adding some butter chicken sauce to it. If you're someone who's trying to lose body fat or weight, just be mindful of sauces. Always check the back to see how many calories each jar contains. I then move on to my king size samurai prawns based in garlic. These bad boys are literally cooked and prepared within 10 minutes. For my healthy fats option, I've actually gone for some avocado. It's simply a case of slicing the avocado into relatively small pieces and serving them amongst each meal. These bag of mixed vegetables are also one of my go-tos. It's simply a case of popping them into the microwave for approximately 3.5 minutes and boom, they're done. Right, so when it comes to meal prepping dinner for the week, I'm going for what I like to deem a very high protein meal. We are going for 700 grams of lean diced beef, served with some chicken and seafood paella. And for my vegetable sauce, I'm actually going to go for some string beans, just to give it that little bit of oomph when it comes to the meal itself. So without further ado, let's dive in. With continuing the theme of having a protein source within each meal, for dinner, I've gone for some lean diced beef. I start by giving the meat a good wash, followed by seasoning it with some all-purpose seasoning and some mixed herbs. So as you can see, the meat is now well seasoned. What I'm going to do with this, I'm actually going to put this in a slow cooker for it to cook for approximately 6 to 7 hours so that the meat is juicy and tender. So whilst this is cooking, that will allow me to carry on in terms of cooking my chicken and seafood paella and my vegetables. I like my meat cooked well tender, so the slow cooker is perfect for it. I then go on to prepare my paella and my string beans. I now have all three cooking nicely, my diced beef, my paella and my string beans. When serving, I go for a spoonful and a half with everything. Look how thick, tender and juicy that diced beef is. And as you can see, once again, I've gone for the avocado as my healthy fat option. And there you have it. A nice, good protein source, healthy fats, and some carbs. Okay, my good people, that is all from me for today. Like I previously said before, if you're feeding this channel, please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. This year we're looking to hit that 1K subscriber mark. So if you have not subscribed and you're feeding the channel in terms of easy recipes, 4 days of eating, what I eat during the week, and so on and so forth, please feel free to subscribe right about now. I also share fitness motivation tips as well. So until next time, stay blessed, stay motivated, get them gains.
Wait, no support, kidding with around place for hope and roll. Exchange for gains. Move it, Karen. Time I make those lifestyle changes. Do it like Darren.